Alright, so today we're going to try and take the clapper, the clapped out dirt bike. We're just going to take it out for a rip and see what we can get into. There's a couple spots I know of. One of them is private property, but I do know the lady, so it should be fine. And the other one's just kind of like backwoods type deal. Yeah, we're just gonna give her shit, if it'll even start, and see what kind of trouble we can get into. This is my starter for the day. Or not. Okay, I might have to change the plug. This is normal for this bike for some reason. I think it runs so rich that when you shut it off, it just like automatically fouls the plug. So it's kind of weird, but that's just the way this bike works. So if we pull this out, it's probably going to be really black. Oh yeah, and she's soaked in fuel. So we always keep a spare plug on us, because by the time this plug goes bad, that one should be dry, which means it'll fire. Like I said, it's a little weird, but that's just how this bike seems to work. There's many reasons why it's running too rich. It was tuned for a much more free-flowing exhaust. So when I put the high restriction quiet exhaust on it, it just runs like super rich, which is fine, I don't really care. But that means it does foul the plugs. But I'd rather have that than the neighbors being all pissed at me, because this thing's loud as hell with the other pipe on it. There she goes. Like I said, you just gotta change the plug and she'll fire. This thing was. All the shocks are blown out, like all of them. Man, it is sloppy in here. The other reason I try and be quiet back here is because there's a golf course right there. This is private property where I am right now, but that's the golf course. So you know what I mean? You don't want to be super loud out here while people are trying to golf and stuff. Just gives them more reason to call somebody, right? And even though I know the owner of this property, if enough people call the police and whatnot, then like she's gonna have to do something about it, right? So the bike's nice and quiet, and then they've got nothing to bitch about. Oh my god, it tried to sink in. Oh man. Nope. Come on, baby. Come on. Wow, she went right down to the chain on that one. Come on, baby. Gotta keep you running. Oh man. Yeah, if I don't stay on the throttle, there's a good chance she's gonna stall. Yeah, she's probably gonna stall, which is fine. Man, that auto clutch is so much fun. You can just crawl up to stuff. I love the auto clutch. She's struggling. Holy. Here, I'll just show you guys the tire we're running. Like, it's a full-on knobby and it's still struggling. This is some soft stuff back here. Just digging massive holes trying to get up this stuff. I even tried to go up sideways and it was still just digging in. Whew. Man, this thing is not exactly predictable. I think we can hit that. Yeah, don't stall, baby, don't stall. Dude, that was awesome. I made it into neutral. There we go. Didn't feel like it was downshifting. These were like the worst possible shoes I could have worn. The shifter keeps going in the fucking shoe like that. Oh man, that's fun. Like bottomed out the front fork so hard. So hard. I know, you poor 40-year-old bike, you're not supposed to be doing trial stuff. I'm like hitting straight up hills and stuff with it. Stuff this bike was really not meant to be doing. Not only was this bike not built for stuff like that, it wasn't built for stuff like that with a bigger ATV engine in it than it's supposed to have. Probably holding like an extra 50 pounds of engine. Plus a 200-pound guy on top of it, friggin' just smashing on it. But you know what? For 200 cc's of 40-year-old junk, this thing actually holds up really well. I'm not gonna lie. This thing actually holds up amazingly. I think we'll do a couple more laps and that might be it. I think I've had my fun for today on this thing. We did some pretty gnarly little hill climbs. I don't want to run out of gas either, that would really suck. There's quite a bit in here, but like I said, she's definitely running rich and she might just suck her back, I don't know. Digging. There we go. Oh man. I did not think it would struggle this much through this stuff. Oh my god, it is really soft though. I came up here with my cruiser once and it didn't seem that bad. Then again, we got a lot more wheel speed on the cruiser. She's got a lot more power. Like 3 or 4 times the power this thing makes. So yeah, we would have had a lot more tire speed on the cruiser. Good notice. No oil in any of the shocks, like any of them. All 4 of them are probably empty. She is struggling. No, the chain came off. All right, let's shut the fuel off. I sent it too hard. Ugh. I sent it a little too hard. Whoops. God damn, that chain wasn't even that loose either. Oh boy, I hope I can get that back on. I do not want to be pushing this bitch home. Come on, let's get you into neutral. All right, we're in neutral. We just push her back on. Oh, beautiful. I mean, we might be able to push start it. I don't want to, but okay, let's just put her here. Actually, I might need to push start it because it's gonna try and stall. Oh shit. I did not expect it to throw the chain. All right, well, fuck it. Let's see if I can push start it. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3. Third gear. Pull the compression release. Okay. Hey, come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you bitch. That's why I said this thing is a bitch to push start. It can be done. Oh, there we go. I got it. It can be done, but it's a bitch to push start this thing. For some reason, it was actually easier to push start it with the smaller handlebars on it. Okay. So I can't be too rowdy on it or we're going to throw the chain again. Actually, I mean, it's loose, but it's not like ridiculously loose. I'm surprised it threw it off. I did not think I was being that rough with her. Apparently I was. So yeah, you can push start it. It's not easy though. Just the amount of resistance it gives you, and you have to keep it spinning fast enough. Oh, come on, don't stall, don't stall, don't stall. I forgot to turn the fuel on. We got her in time, we're good, we're good. But I mean, come on, for a 45-year-old engine, 43-year-old engine, whatever, with no starter, running with a carb from a different engine, a 185 engine running a 125 carb, no starter. All right, we'll do one more through the sand hill, I think, and then we'll head back. Of all the problems to have, I did not think it would throw the chain. Like, honestly, of all the problems I thought I was going to run into, throwing the chain was not one of them. Oh man, this is a good workout. even though this frame is only a 125, it probably weighs about the same as a modern 450. It's all steel. She's a heavy old girl. She's hefty. She got the heft. And that friggin' ATC 3-wheeler motor weighs a ton too. All them extra clutches and stuff in there. I tell you what though, for an engine that's oh, if you guys want to see the original video, I'll link it in the description, but this is the same engine from the Rustlock video, still kicking. Haven't changed any parts on it whatsoever. I think I've changed the oil like once since then. And this thing just runs like a champ. Like it's not even chooching. Hang on, where's the pipe? Yeah, see, it's not even chooching. It chooches a little bit when it's cold, when you first start her up, and then it's fine. It barely even chooches. Considering where this engine came from and the condition it was in when I got it, this thing runs great. Great old piece of crap this thing is. I've ridden quite a few different bikes in my time, but this thing is actually pretty great. The auto clutch is definitely part of it. When this thing had the 125 manual engine in it, it sucked. I fucking hated this thing with the 125 manual. With the 200 auto in it, you know what? It's actually kind of good. I'm liking these new bars too. The old bars were way down here. It was way too forward seated for me, so. Put some taller BMX style bars on it. Now it fits me great. Yeah, if I don't touch the gas, she's just gonna stall. So there you go, guys. That's what it's like doing a trail ride on the probably one of the crappiest bikes you'll ever see. Not just in person, but even on the internet. I think this is one of the shittiest bikes you'll ever see. Everything's just cobbled together. I mean, the chain's loose, but it's not like ridiculously loose, and somehow it freaking threw it off. And the sprockets are like, I mean, the sprockets are pretty good. Like those teeth are pretty good. So I was surprised it actually chucked the chain off. Like I said, I didn't think I was being that rough on it, but apparently I was. So there you go. We got a gas tank from a generator, an engine from an ATC 3-wheeler, a 125 dual sport frame. Oh, my zip tie broke. Oh, the tire must have hit. Really, the tire went up that far and hit it? Maybe not. I don't see any evidence of tire hit up there. Ah, whatever. I'll have to put a beefier zip tie around there. A couple pieces of foam for a seat because the original's gone. We got this giant Yamaha muffler on there to keep it quiet. I mean, the thing's huge. Look at it. So that's what we're working with. Nothing to it really. The only thing electrical on here is the coil. Actually, the coil's nice and cold. That's a coil from a different bike. That's a coil from the Yamaha Venture, the big cruising bike. That's a coil from that. Like, it's just the most cobbled together bike you'll ever see. thumb throttle from the three-wheeler. So yeah, originally this was a XL 125, the dual sport with lights and everything. I didn't have any of that stuff, but that's what it came out of the factory as. 1979 XL 125. It doesn't actually say 125 on here anywhere. I guess not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does right there. 125S. So yeah, originally it was a 125 dual sport that somebody beat the piss out of, blew the motor, like dropped a valve, blew the motor. And then I bought it for $100, got it running, pulled the 125 out, put the 185 in, which doesn't quite fit right. Like you can see the top mount doesn't fit, but whatever, fuck it. Piece of junk anyway, right? Who cares? And then I just smashed whatever parts I had on it. You know, tire I bought for $7 off Kijiji. I got like 5 at the same time for $7 each. You know, for $7, that's a really nice tire. It's a Pirelli Scorpion. Yeah, see, Pirelli Scorpion. It's actually a really nice tire for $7. I didn't care that it was 3/4 worn. It's good enough for this piece of junk. That's the front tire that came on it with all its dry rot. Again, I figure, hey, I'm gonna keep running this tire until it splits apart, like until it actually explodes. It's only got like 15 PSI in it, so even if it did explode, it's only gonna be a little explosion. And then I got a much newer front tire for this. I'm just waiting for this one to explode, because look at all the tread that's still on there. She's still good. She's still mint. So until that tire literally blows apart, I'm just gonna keep using it. I don't care how lumpy it is, whatever. When that tire is ready to quit, it'll split apart. So apart from that, that's it. I had to extend the brake pedal, because as you can see, the engine actually sticks out past the brake pedal now. So if you try and get the brake pedal, it's damn near impossible. So we got this big monstrosity, so you can actually hit the brakes. And that's about it. Like I said, the shocks, as far as I know, they're all empty. There's no oil in the back or the front. I don't know. I haven't even checked, to be honest. This is one of those bikes where it's lucky it even has an air filter on it. Because to be honest, I don't care that much. So it does have an air filter. It's a really basic one, but I figured the engine runs so good, I'll at least give it an air filter. I do need to put a mud guard in here, though. Yeah. I used to have a piece of metal in here to block the mud from the poor air filter. I'll have to redo that at some point. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will definitely have to get this piece of crap out again at some point. It's just so so clapped out. I love it.